I know got planned that. My money be talking bilingual. I speak it and I understand that. And I'm in the trenches, I'm stranded. Touch a bank and smoking the bandit. I get high and I never landed. Give respect because I demand it. New district, a new dynamic. I don't fall, don't bend, no panic. And my love for the gang organic. And my love her like fucking the Janet. Her pussy tastes like pomegranate, but I never take her for granted. And she about as bad as my habits. Relationship like the Titanic. You know I'ma fuck it up lyrically, cause smoking my favorite activity. And I'm about to take out the whole industry. And my verses, they sound like soliloquies. You know I'm the portability. I was walking, I had no mobility. I was schooling on cameras with Kennedy. Smoking dope in the public vicinity. And no fees, they drug dealing. On the south side, thugs killing. Too much innocent blood spilling. Honeyberry backwards spilling. Poverty, neighborhood stealing. Niggas robbing and bitches stealing. Cause we ain't used to own this shit. Need ownership in our own building. Cause we good. On this end, we don't fold, not at all. We don't bend, we stay down, to the end, Cause that's gang, good man, that's cool. Cause we good.
That was just funny. Hey, that was just funny as shit. This nigga just decked it. I hit and I miss, but they think they big shit. Up in the clip, he got safe from this big fib. All I'ma say, we gon' catch it someday with this big shit. Push up on him, he got hit from a distance. Matter of fact, we coming, nigga. God, on God, on God. I hit and I miss, but they think that they big shit. Up in the clip, he got safe from this big fib. All I'ma say, we gon' catch it someday with this big shit. Push up on him, he got hit from a distance. Bitch shit, we got them sticks if you trippin', we inchin'. My niggas snakes, you get slime on some rich shit. Them niggas spinning, they miss, they ain't hit shit. We got some Marvin Gray guns in the whip. AR-15 with the muzzle, no kick. Just got a new Glock, had to upgrade my bitch. If we in the building, fair y'all got a Smiff. If I feel like slime, GP got the whips. I get it cheap and I spankin' these niggas. I'm in my Vegas, I'm baking these niggas. I'm in the field, pump faking these niggas. We catchin' packages, pounds in the mail, back and gas by the half zip. Big trap shit, got the plug tryna tap in. Link up, lock I'm bringing these racks in. Flying to work, got the packs in. We got the Mac and the Max fit. She getting fucked, get her back split. Load him up, hit him with fat shit. I need some money, bring juice in. I hit the car, they was cruising. Spraying shit up in Nikes, we just do it. Day after light, we gon' do 'em. Bitch, y'all tryna fuck with that ass. Wait for Corona, we been rockin' masks. Him keep on playing, gon' get his ass tagged. See, this type shit I be talking about, bruh. If you really needed it, why you ain't asking the spot? I grew up on the bags. If Gino, you holding it, he on your ass. I grew up coming up off the jazz. Hey, see, I ain't even used to this. Bitch try to play me, she thought she could use a kid. I got a stat pack, watch how I move the shit. Bitch niggas up all the pack, this shit looted. Go down with some slippers, I call their ass slipping. I tell my little shooter to go on a mission. Niggas be faking like they in position. Go knock his ass down, take him down like a building. I hit and I miss, but they think that they big shit. I up in the clip, he got safe from this big film. All I'ma say, we gon' catch some day with this big shit. Push up on him, he got hit from a distance. Big cherry bombs in this bitch, wait this bitch shit. We got them sticks if you trippin', we inchin'. My niggas snakes, you get slime on some rich shit. Them niggas spinning, they miss, they ain't hit shit. We got some Marvin Gray guns in the whip. AR-15 with the muzzle, no kick. Just got a new Glock, had to upgrade my bitch. If we in the building, fair y'all got a Smiff. If I feel like slime, GP got the whips. I get it cheap and I spankin' these niggas. I'm in my Vegas, I'm baking these niggas. I'm in the field, pump faking these niggas. We in the building, pump faking these niggas. I get it cheap and I spankin' these niggas.
Nigga ain't none to you. Real ass nigga give you something to do. I got it right about the heart, ain't none but blue. Cause I ain't feeling like a human, you can jump in the crew. ass nigga ain't none to you. Real ass nigga get something to do. I got it right about the heart, ain't none but blue. Cause I ain't feeling like a human, you can jump in the cruise sheet. Want a real nigga, but she got a bad side. Real nigga chill with it, ain't a bad vibe. Piece of me can make it better, ain't a bad guy. So don't you ever listen when they tell it it's a lie. I gotta make it better, I don't wanna make her cry. Real nigga, I ain't gotta lie. Real nigga chill with it, baby, you can try. Know that I'm a real nigga, I ain't gotta lie, huh? It's a checking like you coming for break. You know I got a lot to offer, I ain't coming to take. I know you never met a real nigga coming to make the shit better that I can while I jump in the lake and we can shoot like the playoffs. Don't be trying to stay off. You say you trying to get it, you can take it, ain't a day off. Real nigga got a feeling different now on playoffs. She told me put it in and the verdict could never stay off. I beat the odds like a dice game. I'm going up like the motherfucking price came. I'm too smooth like you looking at a nice frame. And you could be around a nigga with the right name. And you ain't playing me, you know I got the right game. A young vet got it early when the stripe came. A young threat, they ain't fucking with the price, man. A real nigga, you can come and get the right name. Real ass nigga ain't none of you. Real ass nigga give you something to do. I got it right about the heart, ain't none but blue. Cause I ain't feeling like a human, you can jump in the crew. Real ass nigga ain't none of you. Real ass nigga give you something to do. I got it right about the heart, ain't none but blue. Cause I ain't feeling like a human, you can jump in the crew. She want a real nigga, but she got a bad side. Real nigga chill with it, ain't a bad vibe.
Welcome everybody to the OG Radio Show. It's your girl Mishon Lorraine. We are live from my crib because COVID is in full effect, but it's okay. We got to do it the safe way. I got my special guest with me. Special guest, introduce yourself.
I go by Smiff. What's up with y'all?
Smith. Welcome to OG Radio Show. We're so thankful to have you on the show. Before we get started on interviewing you, I wanted to talk about the first topic of my show today. We're doing a little different this time, also because we're streaming from the house. But normally I would bring on my guest after like our first commercial break, and it's okay. But in the meantime, you could pretty much talk about this topic that has been on my mind for some time. Like, as someone that lives in this country, that's someone that's always trying to support our local artists, I feel as though my first topic will be about, how our generation is kind of divisive and we always want to support people that are popular. We always want to promote what's popular and we don't want to like help the locals, I don't know what that's all about, but I've been trying to not let it get to me personally. I feel like I've been like losing my own little battle when it comes to like accepting and just being understanding as a person. Sometimes it's people will always tell you got to accept this person for who they are. You got to accept people for who they are. But sometimes it just doesn't make logical sense as to why people can tell you, or they don't even have to tell you that you inspire them. But even if you inspire them, it's like they rather publicly promote these celebrities and idolize celebrities rather than to push your shit. You ever notice?
Yeah, I think it's a mindset. Even when you look at just us in general as a people, as a consumer, we consume the bigger brands versus mom and pop shops. Like we run to Target, we run to Walmart, instead of we run to a Safeway or something like that versus going to a mom and pop store. So I think that's kind of just the mindset of America. We always go to what we know is the bigger brand, what we know is the bigger name. So I think when it plays that with artists as well, people listen to or support somebody who's more known versus someone like me or you who on the come up. But then when we make our way to becoming a headline name, the love kind of follows in, which makes it harder to trust. Because were you supporting because you seen the vision back then, or are you supporting because what I said planned out?
That too, and also, are you supporting because you feel like you're gaining something from it? You know what I'm saying? Why do
yeah, for sure.
Only support because they feel like it's about to benefit them only,
Yeah.
And I guess my main topic is learning how to be more understanding and aware, and also what was that other word that I used? I used understanding. Shit, forgot. But it's like my struggle as an entrepreneur is just acceptance. Acceptance, that's the word. But the funny part about it is people will really treat you how they want to treat you, and they will not treat others. Like it's hard to hear someone tell me to accept them for how they are,
Right.
but they're intentionally treating me like that. You know, they're not treating everyone else like that. I think that's what makes it hard for me, because
I mean, you don't have to accept nothing that you don't want to accept. So somebody could tell you to accept them as they are. If that doesn't align with what you got going on, cut them out. Keep it moving.
yeah, I just feel like we don't. I don't know if it's a woman thing, but it's like we're always too busy trying to help and help and help and just be there for people. But it really does get a person like me screwed over at the end, because I think we set expectations still, no matter how many times we tell ourselves not to. It's like we still do it and still get disappointed when they don't come through. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions before our first commercial break. Do you feel as though do you feel as though we have do you feel as though we can improve as a society when it comes to like how we support each other and how we just promote each other?
Yeah, most certainly. But I think in order for us to do that, we have to come together with a common agenda. Like I think everybody has to be on the wave of, okay, I'm gonna support you, and y'all support me. It can't just like in America, like us as a generation, it's an odd thing. Like how what you just said, like, am I? If it's the supporting you benefit me, like we have to change that mindset. It can be done. It's very difficult, but I think it starts with you and me. So the people, if we change the way we think, we're gonna attract people to think along the lines of that. And before you know it, we have our own, you know, network of people who are for promoting one another, for supporting people, showing up for people.
I agree. And let me ask you this random question, because I also wanted to bring this up before I started the interview. Have you heard of the show called Insecure?
Yes.
Do you have any input on the show?
I
Have you
never
watched the show?
watched.
Okay. Well, look. You gotta.
All I know is Issa Rae, right? That's she on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I tell you, since I don't even want to say too much since you haven't watched it.
You
But
can tell me because I'm never gonna watch it.
oh my gosh! Don't say that. Don't say never. Because when I tell you, like, oh, let me tell you, just someone like I'm not from LA. I was raised in LA, but I was born in Maryland. I was raised in LA, but also for someone that's a person of color, when I tell you this show, it hit me so deep. I had to talk about it on the show today because they just aired their season finale last night and they posted a documentary about the whole show from the beginning to the end. But I think it made me it made me extremely emotional to know that this revolution was televised. Like they real live aired the struggles and the beauty of the struggles that we face as, you know, minorities, and also as just people trying to get their shit together from a place of nothing, you know, coming from nothing or just coming from a real awkward place in their life. I feel like that show was perfect to really make anybody of any position feel comfortable about where they're at, their status, the current status. So that show,
That's the actual show and not the documentary you talking about.
Yeah, because also the documentary, I think what hits me about the documentary is how they just talked about how much of a struggle it was to really persistently air a show that's gonna show like conflicts, real life conflicts that people can actually relate to. That's why I think I want to promote that. I want to promote people watching that because, like I said, there's no other show on the planet like, and we have power. You know, power shows a lot about violence and drugs and
Yeah.
but this is like really real shit about like messy relationships and just
Yeah.
trying to overcome your old self, just being a better person, like all those things. They show that on the show, and I feel like we
They
need
paint a different narrative for Black people and minorities in the country.
spot on. Like you said, it's spot on. I wish.
And I do agree that we do need more television like that, or shows, and even with the music, it plays in all aspects of entertainment and publications, media, magazines, blogs. What I mean? We all need a different. We need a array of different things on the explore page.
Do you feel like we are, and I won't generalize, I feel like, well, that's also another one of my questions. Do you feel like our our society, when it comes to our age range, I'm in my 20s, and
Mm-hmm.
it goes for people in their 30s as well. Do you feel like our generation generalizes our society too much? Like we generalize males too much. We put them in a category without even like giving them a chance.
That's a good question. I mean, yes and no. I think you probably are stereotyped or generalized until proven that you're not like that. And like, not for nothing, it kind of helps, because if you can point out 3 out of the 5 things that a person is doing, and you kind of seen these signs somewhere else, and this is how this turned out, you can kind of get a picture of where this is headed. But in the same token, I think you have to give people opportunity to show you that, hey, I'm not like this last guy, or I'm not like this last female, or, not, all Black people are the same, or not all whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like it's also, I don't know why, but I just feel like based off of my observation, it's been easier for people to just accept those generalizations rather than to like go forward and
Now,
try to learn about them.
yeah, now that's true. Um, Also, I mean, we still fairly young, so a lot of people feel like they got time. It depends on what aspect you're talking about. You talking about relationship wise?
I'm talking, well, when you say relationship, because I am talking about relationships, but relationships are also very vague because that can go into mother, son, father, daughter, boyfriend,
Yeah,
girlfriend, brother, sister, like
yeah.
that could just, but it's like I'm tired of when we try to figure out what's good with that person, what's wrong with this person, and we ask advice from other people, they just be like, oh, well, he's a nigga, so he gonna act like a nigga, or
Yeah, fact.
acting like a crazy bitch. That's how they act. Like it's not fair to that other person because, we don't know in particularly what they're going through. And we don't ever give ourselves a chance to really, understand from that point of view. So,
If you understood what they was going through, do you think that changes the way that they're acting, or does it changes the way you receive it?
so I'm gonna answer your question with another question. Do you think I would be crazy to give a cheating person another chance if they cheated on me one time?
No,
Okay.
I don't think you would be crazy.
Right. Okay.
But if he cheated on you 10 times or 5 times, like there's an issue, and you keep taking them back.
Right. See, and now I understand where you're coming from because do you believe in second chances?
I do.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing because I don't hear a lot of men say that. You know what
I
I'm saying?
do.
I don't understand why they like to say that they would like to prevent themselves from getting hurt when people are really just trying to figure out their lives. And
Yeah.
one thing I understand, especially within this last year of 2020 being really hectic, a lot of people have also not made the best decisions for themselves because they weren't in that mental state that they should have been.
Yeah.
So I think, well, all of the things that we talked about, like the show and just the society and how we generalize our decision making in general as a whole, it can be right at times and it can be wrong. So I feel like my thing as a woman, as a female, my thing is just trying to get over not feeling stupid because women would normally call us stupid, or we would call ourselves stupid for giving someone another chance. the
I
men.
mean, but women who's like calling other women stupid because she forgave somebody or gave him another chance because she loved him, they done it too.
Yeah.
Or they're still single trying to find this perfect person when on neither side of the coin, male or female, it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
You're gonna get in a relationship and make mistakes, and he's gonna get in a relationship and make mistakes. And the way that you grow and the bond gets stronger is over time and forgiveness and understanding. So then that comes with time. You're not gonna gain understanding in a year. You're not even gonna be able to probably get to the stuff that you're talking about. You don't know what a person been through. You don't know what their relationship with their father or their mother or, you know what I'm saying, their upbringing in a year. It's gonna take 5, 10 years before you start really uncovering what's going on at the core on both sides.
Man, I wish you could say that again, yo, because, like, I don't think they understood. Yo, I don't even know what it is about. Can I ask you how old you are, first of all?
Yeah, I'm 30.
30. 30. It's like, nah. Let me chill. This is your prime. I think 30s are the real primes. I really do. You know, people say the 20s are the primes, but it's like, nah, people's in it. Nah. I'm 20.
And you know what I heard? Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your story.
No, I want you to tell me. All I was going to say is people really think that people in their 20s are like in their primes. And I'm like, bro, we are all fucked up just trying to figure it out. Like, for real.
It's about securing, you know, I mean, I had the same notion that, you know, I'll be rich by the time I was 25, 22 and living, but you really, I forgot who told me this, an old head. He was like, you're supposed to use your 20s and your 30s to work as hard as you can, secure as much money as you possibly can, so that when your 40s and 50s, you can start enjoying life the way you want to. Like right now, your 20s and 30s are just to build brick by brick until you look up, you 40, you 50, and now you can enjoy life. But, you know, society say, hey, we need a Benz now, we need a Ferrari now, you know, a 5-bedroom house, da da da. You know what I mean? Yeah. Design it down, but really you're supposed to put your head down and keep building.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful that you shared that answer, because I'm just thankful that you get it, you know. Like,
and listen, like I said this on the interview the other day I had an interview. Look, I heard this somewhere too, and it just stuck with me. The reality is that you're gonna be older a lot longer than you will be young. So every decision that you make has to be 10, 15, 20 years down the line. Like that's what you have to like, okay, where am I gonna be when I hit 50? What does my life look like then? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to be in the country? Do I want to be, you know, Denmark, DR? Where do I see my life? And then start making decisions and navigating slowly but surely in that direction. Stop thinking for tomorrow.
Wow. That was so well put. That was so well put.
Because a lot of people think like 30 and 35 and 40 is old, but when you really, like I used to think 25, I remember being like 17 and my older cousins was 25. I'm like, yo, y'all old as shit. Then I got 25 and I was like, nah, they was kids. How old are you?
25.
Now imagine like your little cousins is 15, 16. They probably think you an old head.
Yeah, no, they do. They do.
That's what I'm saying. Like at 25, you really still trying to figure it out.
Well, it's a learning process every day. Every day it's a journey. And I definitely look, your answers were too real, man. I just hope the people that are tuned in, because we have a huge range from young niggas to old heads tuning in, excuse my language, but I need them to just listen to the message, because you could take it with a grain of salt day by day and really just improve yourself. But people are out here spinning their wheels, which hurts me because I'm too much of a big-hearted person that I'm always trying to help others, and I'm like neglecting myself. then I'm too
Look, my grandma said you can't help nobody before you help yourself.
Yeah, man. Look, she right, man. She right, because I be getting myself all fucked up.
Yeah, you got to start with you, and then, you know. But I understand. That's just having a big heart, you know, caring for people.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, if it's a freaking woman thing, bruh. I don't know, but
it can't be to the detriment of you, though. You got to remember that.
I need you to know something. Women will do the most utmost to make sure anybody else, but like I'm sorry, but I do know that there are women that put themselves first more than anything. I just haven't been around those women. So I know that I've been around women that literally do whatever they can to please everyone else in their life but them. And it's so hard sometimes when you're raised by that type of woman, because you kind of want to, like, it's like I want to be like my mom, or I want to be like the leading lady that raised me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's who raised me. But sometimes I don't know. I think that's another topic to go into. But look, we got to get into this interview. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back after that. Okay. And then we're going to get into this interview.
All right,
y'all.
Cause it's all real. And I don't really give a damn how y'all feel. Baby, I'm just trying to let my hair down. Baby, I'm just trying to let my hair down. Everybody's watching, I'm aware now. But I can't find a reason I should care now. Baby, I'm just trying to let my... If I take off my coat, do you promise to stay? If I give you my heart, would you throw it away? Do you mean what you say when you tell me you love me? Do you really? Do you really?
Bitty bitty bitch, as a numerologist, got your number where I live. I'ma get you out of pocket like a quarterback blitz. That's an everyday faucet, make it wet, make it red. Skeletons in your closet, but your past don't exist. Got a pad on your list, got a pad on your lock. Calabas ain't the move, that's where everybody live. Plus the mountain is hot, you forgot what you got.
It's a zombie invasion.
Big GT shit, you know what the fuck going on, nigga? Fuck they talking about.
Damn, Tanner.
Yes, sir. Look, I used to pray I could make it to see my way out of them trenches. Kick it with me, would be up in the game. He got mad at this man, she turned up on the benches. I be low key, but I keep me a tool. I can fight me a nigga, but we got them branches. Shake it, little bitch, I'ma give you some inches. Tell that little boy, keep it all on my mansions. We stay with extensions. I used to run up and play in the snow. Wait for my time, but I'm feeling the glow. I got niggas who ready, they really a go. And the promoter neighbors been feeling the nigga. I guess you could say that they fucking with Joe. When I get in, I'ma put on my bro. We gon' fuck up a sack and then fuck up the show. Freaky little bitch on my dick when the blow. They be fucking with me when I switch up the flow. I think he watching the nigga. Hey, go get the burner. He bout to get sent through the dough. Don't give a fuck about niggas and bitches. Just bring me the money, cause I'm tryna go. Yeah, this a name that you niggas should know. If that boy need a feed, then it's not for the low. Just throw me the dro. Sleeping in class and she play with my fro. I had to cut off a couple of bitches. I feel like they fucking with me on the low. Straight to the top, ain't no waiting to grow. Only way I look back if I'm waiting for bro. Bringing this packing, but we never lacking. He might just get shot if we tweaking the stove.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. Buckroll. I used to think I was nothing, but look at this love we found. So give me your hand.
Look.
But you took mine. No, I don't ever wanna see you cry.
Ain't no way.
No more tears.
Purchase your track today.
No more tears.
You got me feeling like this.
We'll be fine. No, I don't ever wanna see you cry. Oh, yeah. No more tears. Oh, yeah.
Look.
No more tears.
Swear you left me scar, nigga. Put it in my bars, got me thinking how the fuck I even make it this far. Clutching on it, sent me right after I pray to God. God, keep it with me. I can see the envy from afar. No need action to move with caution. Know the game, play it by the rules, and you lost me. Fit no man, I stand on 10. Feeling like Josh back in Philly again. Who gon' stop him? Knowing it's only me versus me, nobody else. Expecting some respect in this game, you need some help. They ask a nigga, speak how you feel, that's how I felt. And now I stuffed the mag with hollows, he gon' melt. Just picture me and you inside of an image. Just a few different colors, but it's still the same picture. Niggas will play you 50, but show love cause you gifted. Ain't trying to speak material things, but what's the difference? And if you love a nigga, show him love while he in. I told my dog I love him, man, this shit ain't even fit. Just what you hit my phone and call me now like I'm here. Got me feeling missing pieces to this shit, I know you hear me.
Used to think I was nothing, but look at this love we found.
Look. Oh no, I'm fucking with this. Turn me up a little bit. Look. Set him back like I never left. Put him on his sweater cause that boy was talking out his fucking neck. Who you know doing it better, steady dancing with the devil. But you know I'm chasing cheddar, I can't let that off my schedule. No regrets, I take heed. And those that's present, I can't even speak, you might not catch these. Sayings I'm explaining in the passage, so just let me unravel in my head. All the times you said you had me, left me in the dark. About some shit that could have left me. Even though I got it, I'ma spark it. But some shit you just can't let be. Feeling disregarded, not knowing I played a part. And the shit that made us further away. Now you a target, why you think I clutch this hammer like a judge in the court? Cause niggas falling short, ain't no savior in this sport. And it filled with snakes and
everyone that's tuned in. I want to say shout out to everyone that's tuned in. I also wanted to make a shout out to the local clothing brand. Hold on one second. Okay, never mind. We're good. But the local brand that I'm rocking today is the Marathon Continues by Nipsey. I got a background story with this crew neck right here, you know? Like I was with my brother, and I'm gonna just say that first of all, not a lot of people know, but I lost my brother right before the pandemic, not to COVID, but he was battling with cancer, and you know he lost his battle to cancer and stuff like that. But and it's all good. But I remember my brother's from Portland, Oregon. My mom's side of the family was raised in Inglewood, Baldwin Hills, in California. So the last time I literally remember the last time I was with my brother in California, he took me to the Marathon Continues, the shop, right where you know Nipsey had his shop out for Crenshaw,
Yeah.
and I remember just him taking me inside. He literally purchased this joint, and he's like, "Bro," he told me, "You gotta support your community. You gotta support your people," and that shit always stuck with me. And that was back then when Nipsey was still alive. But it's like,
What year was this when y'all went and got the shirt? When was this? You know?
man, this was like fresh off of me graduating high school, like 2014.
Hmm.
Like fresh off of high school. I think
I
the
was
sad
out there 2017, and I went out there and grabbed went to a shop and grabbed a lot of shit. I bought sweatsuits, shirts, because I've been rocking with Nipsey since like 2011.
yes, sir, yo.
I
I'm
was
sorry,
more-
my brother put me on the nip. I didn't even know about nip until I was like, oh,
Yeah, Nip was fire for sure.
yeah. And I wish, I mean, it's not like I wish, but it's like, bruh, we have so many artists that kind of remind me of Nip, even
Mm,
like you, bruh, with substance, got messages that can really
yeah.
relate, that the people can listen to. And I admire y'all, these artists that are really out here pouring their lives and their souls into their passion and their craft. So I definitely give my hat off to you, man.
Appreciate that for sure.
We about to get into this interview, all right?
Yeah.
And I want you to remind the audience, tell them one more time who you go by,
I go by Smiff.
Smiff, and where do you represent? You know what I'm saying? Where
I'm
you
from Virginia. I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, but I live in DC.
VA, hold up, you represent the VA up in here. You represent the VA. That's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
The love of my life is from VA.
Who was that?
Oh man, I can't even put words out. I'm gonna say who it is. He goes by Toast Worldwide, but he's from Hampton.
What's up? Shout out to him. I fuck with all over Virginia.
Thank you, man. I think look, we got Pharrell, got Pusha,
Yeah.
bro. What the Clips? We got
Chris Brown, the Clips,
hella people, man. It's too
Timberland.
Timberland. Thank you. You was about to you beat me to that. Oh my gosh,
Come on,
bro.
bro. Like we here. For
Oh
sure.
my gosh. Shout out to y'all, man. I want to know what inspired you to start making music.
Damn. Really just a love for hip hop. You know, I just got into it, was battle rapping early.
Battle rapping. Where was you battle rapping at?
Just at the lunch table in school and shit, battling people.
Shit.
And then that kind of just got to, I met one of my men and they was like, shit, come to the studio with me.
Okay.
Started learning how to put songs together.
What grade were you?
Probably like 8th grade.
Okay.
Yep. And then from there, just kind of grew as a songwriter, grew as what I wanted to talk about. Because being young in the 8th grade, how old are you in 8th grade? Like 13, 12, 13?
Around that, yeah.
We just talking bullshit, you know, just regular. It really wasn't no substance to the music. It was just really negativity, for real.
Yeah.
And then as I grew as a person and grew into who I am and my understanding is when I started really, getting nice with it, I would say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you have someone in particular that really influenced you
To start making music?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't really have an artist that made me say I want to do that. I haven't.
Artist, but just like a person in your life.
Nah, I guess I could say my man, because him telling me to come to the studio with him, my man Marcellus, I would have never went to the studio.
Okay. Well, shout out to
Yeah,
Marcellus.
shout out to Sel, you feel me, for sure. But outside of that, it was just listening to hip hop. I've always been a fan of hip hop music, from conscious music to trap music to anything in between.
Do you feel like the music that is being mostly broadcasted out on radio and TV, do you feel like that's the type of music we should be listening to? Everything.
Yes and no. Yes and no. And so yes, because a lot of that comes from a real place. Not saying that the artists are real people, like they did this shit, but that's a real thing. Like club music, trap music, drugs, and all the negative shit is a real thing in society, and it's coming from a real place. So yeah, I feel like you do need to bring light to it, so you could, if you can't fight nothing you can't see, you know what I mean, or that you don't know, you're not aware of. So yeah, and from that standpoint, I think we do need to have it, but I also think it needs to be a balance. Kind of like with the Insecure show, when you were saying earlier, like show us in some different roles, show us in some different lights. You got people that graduated school, you got people who own trucking businesses, you got people who own, all type of shit, who want really on their shit. Show that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show kids that it's really a other way to be cool without, crashing out.
Yeah. I definitely saw a post earlier about how like Playboy Cardi and how some artists in his genre have like impacted the popular, not the popular, but there was this post that was talking about how like people just that be rocking designer shoes and pants, they be pressed to listen to these particular artists. But it's like also this is what drives a little portion of the generation that just keeps acting like they're entitled to have these things. And it's like, it also stems from the music. So I just feel as though, I don't know, I feel like sometimes we listen to artists that don't give us that feeling, that substance that fulfills us and shows us what we really need to look out for or listen to.
It's just not enough of it. Like Nas just dropped 3 projects.
I loved it though.
KD2 and then this new joint Magic. So it's like, but that's all you got is Nas, right? I mean, well, I can't say that. Wale dropped this year, Nas dropped, Big Sean dropped late 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Cole dropped this year.
Hella niggas have been trying to come for Big Sean though, bro. I don't know what it is. And they try to say Roddy Ricch too, right?
Yeah.
This man, such a silly question.
He just dropped the album, Live Life Fast.
Why they want to say Roddy Ricch about to be the next Big Sean? Like what the hell does that mean? What does that even mean?
Two different types of music.
Exactly. Like I don't even.
It's like a melodic, and Big Sean is a rapper. Like he's a spitter. Like I
didn't get it myself, bro. I honestly didn't get it myself.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I think it's the fact that like he was just doing also a lot of songs where he be singing and stuff like that. And I'm like, they just trying to generalize. Why are they trying to put him in a category where he can't even be put in a category?
Yeah, I don't see the comparison at all, to be honest with you. Big Sean, do he got melodic songs?
I wouldn't say in the way that Roddy Ricch does.
Yeah, bro, like Big Sean is rapping, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. And how about this Jay-Z versus Wayne shit? Like, what the hell was that all about?
If they could pull that off, that would be legendary.
Do you think that they could even compare? For real, when you think about it.
Jay is like Jay. He's like at the top of the game for whatever reason, whether you looking at bodies of work or you looking at business.
All the things that he did,
He's just the number one guy. So it's really hard to put somebody up against him because there's so many different levels that they're gonna judge you off that he's, you know what I mean? He got every corner like covered. So it's kind of hard to, and the only reason why I see Wayne making sense because at one point in the game, Wayne was revered as like the best rapper alive, or at least he was giving himself that title and his work ethic was showing. You know what I mean? He had a run that was crazy from like 2004 to like 2012, 13 or some crazy shit like that. Like he was going crazy. So I think on a versus, if that's what you're saying, like putting them, I think it could make for a good little rumble.
Okay. I fuck with that, yo.
But
I feel like
overall, like you're gonna choose Jay-Z. Like not necessarily the verses, but I'm saying like if someone said who you choosing, Jay or Wayne, they gonna go Jay. Wayne would go Jay.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody know Jay is the one. You feel me?
I do.
Yeah.
Now we get to my favorite part of the question. We get to the favorite part of my question. What's your top favorite 5 artists of all favorite rappers of all time?
Then I don't know. That's Tom. All right, let me. I'm gonna go X, DMX.
Woo! Yes.
I'm gonna go Nas. I'm gonna go Cameron.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jay, and I'm gonna go Ghostface.
Woo! Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. I love this list. This is some authentic.
And I know I'm gonna get killed for not putting Biggie and Pac, and they legends. You feel
I
me?
mean, but yes, but this understood. Like they
It's
have
my
always
top
gotten
5.
their flowers, bruh. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
always
for
gotten
sure.
their flowers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hear. I'm sorry. Did you put? I heard Cameron. Did you put Ghostface on there?
Yeah, Ghostface.
Don't hear him. We don't hear him, bruh. We don't hear him on anybody's list.
Nah, for sure.
Man, Wu-Tang, period, bruh. They don't get their flowers. I mean,
They don't, not like they should.
they get their hype though, because
Yeah.
people like to be like, oh yeah, I fuck with Wu-Tang, blah blah blah. And
And
also
you know they kind of back in the mix, 'cause you know they got a show on.
exactly. It's all because of the show too.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, you really been keeping tabs since all their projects, all their mixtapes, all their albums, bruh. You would literally know why, and also their messages. They've
Yeah.
always been on one, bruh.
Yeah, facts. For sure.
That list was beautiful, immaculate,
I
immaculate.
appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I remember the last guest that I brought in for a male. He was a male artist. Oh no, he wasn't even a artist. He was just a male guest coming in. He had Nicki Minaj on his list. I couldn't even like expect that because I said, bruh, that was the first time in history where I ever heard Nicki Minaj on someone's top 5. I was like, whoa, like I gotta give you your props, bro.
I can see that for sure. Nicki definitely is a spitter, and she got hella accolades, Grammys, #1s, world tours.
And I think this is what makes me fuck with Wayne so hard is that he introduced us to Drake and Nicki.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It was hard for me not to choose one. Like if I really go back and work that list, I might could squeeze out Cameron for Wayne. If we being honest, bro. Because Wayne and really I might like I love Cam, but bro, I'm not gonna lie. Wayne definitely should take Cameron's spot. Purple Haze is one of my favorite albums of all time, for sure.
Yeah. When I tell you, nah, your list was immaculate. Too immaculate, bro. And the end of that individuality of each artist makes it even better because I personally listen to those artists myself. So definitely love that. My thing is when it comes to the music that you make, I want to get into I do not know how recent your project has been, but you dropped a project called Flowers.
In April, this year.
April this year, in the midst of the pandemic. How was that?
Actually was better than I thought it was going to be because I thought it was kind of going like the pandemic being closing things down. I haven't got to perform anything because of the pandemic, but I've still been getting love. It's still been received well, so I can't really complain.
What inspired you to release Flowers, and why'd you name it Flowers?
So what inspired me because I haven't put music out since 2018. So a lot of the feedback I'll be getting from people that support me is like, damn, bro, you don't drop enough music. Like, so I said, all right, let me hurry up and get something out. I wasn't trying to rush the music, and I didn't. But I just wanted to make sure that I didn't escape 2021 without having a project out. And the reason for Flowers, I mean, multiple different reasons. It started from the idea of uh, the rose from a concrete idea, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then as I started to expound on what that means, that's Black people. You feel me? Like being able to blossom from places you might not expect us to blossom from, our environments, our situations. You know, and as I expound on that or flip that, it's like they always say, give a person their flowers while they can smell them,
Yeah.
right? But on the flip side of that, if you know you deserve your flowers, don't wait for somebody to give them, take. So, you know, that kind of was all of that, you know what I mean, boiled up into one. That's how I got Flowers.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now I did, of course, I got a glance at your video
Mm-hmm.
because of the flyer, but I really love. First of all, I don't. First of all, nobody knows that's tuned in. Nobody knows until they see the project Flowers. I love you. Don't know what love is. Okay, I
Right.
love that. I love that. But I do love
A lot of people, you know, like been talking about that. I got a video coming for that.
Thank you. Because I'm like, man, I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
I also love 10 Summers video. Can you talk about 10 Summers for me?
Yeah, 10 Summers, the intro track was more of me like heard the beat and I just started to recall, you know, things that I was going through, you know, coming up as a kid. So I just started writing it down. And then for the hook, it was more so saying like, no matter if we down the next 10 summers or up the next 10 summers, we're gonna be grateful for where we at, you know what I mean? And keep fighting, keep pushing.
I definitely got that vibe, yo.
Yeah, no matter if you down or if you up, just be grateful that you still got a chance to fight and to stay on top or fight to get on top.
And I want to tell you something, but I don't know how you're going to take it. But you do remind me of one of my also long time. I never gave this artist that I love his credit, but you do remind me of Stally a little.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's
You
what's
remind me of Stally, bro. Stally is that nigga, yo. I'm like, bro, give us. Yo. But you also have your own sound, of course. And I love it, yo. I love it. I definitely want you to please keep making music. Your voice and your sound is too amazing. And if people keep up and if a lot of people put each other onto you, I know that they will fucking listen. Take heed to the messages. Yo.
I think, I've been getting a lot of feedback with that What Love Is joint.
Yeah.
I gotta get a video out for that, like ASAP. Especially while it's wintertime vibes, we could do turtlenecks and feel me like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to make that shit work.
Do you think that the pandemic has really like shifted the narrative on how people should work around here nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people are realizing that one, companies really ain't giving a fuck about you. They're gonna replace you. So with that being said, it's like, okay, now I gotta fend for myself. And we in a digital world, we in a, you know, an online world. So how can I make money from the house? How can I leverage what I know to make money independently from having someone saying like, oh, we don't need you today. You get what I'm saying? Or if it's a job I gotta go to every day, but if they can't open up because we're in a pandemic, how you supposed to survive? So now you got a lot more podcasts popping up. You got a lot of people doing virtual meetings and consultations and so on and so forth. It definitely has changed the working market for sure. But I think it's for the good. You know, I think everybody should have been thinking about how can I make 2, 3, 4, 5 streams of income before the pandemic.
Okay. Now I see that. No, I definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you say in regards to your music and how you impact others? What would you say that your purpose is?
Yeah, my purpose with the music is kind of what you said earlier. It's kind of to paint different narratives. Like not everybody is trapping. Not everybody is you know, a project baby. It's regular people out here going through some real shit, you know what I'm saying, that everybody can relate to. And so that's definitely one. And if you are one of those people and you feel like, you know, your story is not reflected in music, it's out there, you just got to find it. And yeah, go to Smiff, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I love that. Do you have a specific set of lyrics that are your favorite out of all the songs that you've released? Do you have a favorite bar that you just take to yourself every day?
The hook for Legend.
Okay.
Damn, what's that? How that shit go? Say, with the way you make it out is what define your legend. I can't remember the first half of it, but it's slipping me right now. But the hook for Legend, if you just go listen to that song and just listen to the hook, it's like basically saying that it really don't matter like what you're going through right now. The only thing that matters is how you respond to what you're going through, because that's what's going to define your legend. That's what's going to define that when you get on, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, damn, she made it from having, you know, I don't know your situation, I'm about to make something up, but, you know, a single parent household. You feel me? She got fired for 3 jobs before she got here. And then after that, she dropped out of school. And now look at her, she, you know what I'm saying, the biggest talk show in America right now. Like, that shit right there is what defines, it's everything in between is what's going to define the legend that you become. So that's the message.
Okay. That was a perfect answer. And I know I'm gonna ask you one last question because we gotta go. We ran out of time, unfortunately, but random news that was on Instagram today. We lost a boxer, a professional boxer, to road rage. Do you feel as though, like, I just like what you said, bro? I feel like, you know, we don't think about our actions and how it could take us places, whether it's good or bad. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I just like what's your advice to those that are really trying to, like, what's your advice to those that need to hear when it comes to how we can make better decisions for ourselves? Because sometimes it's easier for us to be angry and mad and make that decision out of emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Take 10 seconds to yourself to analyze the situation. I know that's hard, it's gonna take training, but take 10, 20 seconds to calm down and analyze the way you're gonna react to this situation. Because, matter of fact, my cousin just sent me something like 20 minutes ago, and it was saying like, Wallow was talking about, you know, Wallow from the $1 Million Worth of Game, Wallow and Gilly. He was saying that when he went back to his cell partner was like, yo, how many minutes it took you to get your residency here? And he was like, what you talking about? He was like, how many minutes? And then he was like, what are you talking about? He looked at his paper, he said, okay, you robbed this place, you robbed this place. Okay, that's a total of 5 minutes. So it took you 5 minutes to get 20 years in prison. He said, mine, it took me a minute to get a life sentence. So if you think about that before you get into something, you could lose time from your life over 20 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever that split second decision. You got to really think like the long haul. If you go lay down in a penitentiary, it got to be worth it. And it's only like 2 things is worth it when you really think about it. You know, if it ain't that, it's not worth it.
What's some 2 things before we go?
Shit, if you playing with my grandma, bro, it's a wrap for you. I'm not gonna hold you.
Grandma, okay.
And then the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, so your parents and your kids, if it ain't about that, it ain't about nothing.
I love how grandma came before mom.
It's the same thing for my mom too, but I'm just saying, like, it's parents, like your grandma, I was raised by my grandma, that's why I said that, you feel me?
No, I understand.
So it gotta be something like that really means something for you to go lay down. It can't be no, you know what I mean, this nigga from this hood, he from that hood. They're like, come on, bro, y'all niggas don't even own them blocks. You see what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be worth it.
It really do. People will be dying. Like this boxer, he died over a road rage incident. So,
man, it over nothing. Now neither one of y'all gonna be driving
in front of his kids and his girlfriend. You know, like that's that shit that really bugs me, because if
and
anything,
now the kids is scarred for life. They lost their father to nothing.
Nothing.
It don't, that whatever. I don't even know what the situation, but none of it even matters.
Right. Because look at what the end result came to, you know. But I kind of like I'm always living in that part when it comes to road rage. So I'm just really trying to learn, especially that big message that you said, you know. Think about how that 2 minutes could impact the rest of your life.
Facts.
That's man, when I say I thank you so much for coming on the show, yo. You were like the therapist. We never thought we needed, man. We needed you, man. We need you to come back more.
Yeah, let's do it.
This stupid ass COVID has gotten in the way. The stupid ass Marion virus, all that shit.
Marion virus, fucked up.
I'm telling you, got in the way like shit, man. But when that shit's all said and done, we gonna get you up in the studio.
Yeah, for sure.
You do a live performance and all that, man. We gotta get you up in here, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
I thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
People one more time where to follow you, where to even find your music. You know what I'm saying?
If you go to my Instagram, it's Smiff SMIFF_HK. The link is in my bio to everything. Instagram, Twitter, all the music, all the videos, all the merch, everything is in the link to my bio. Just go to my Instagram, Smiff_HK.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I definitely thank everyone that's tuned in. Smiff, I can't thank you enough for everything, for all your answers, just for bearing with me. We're doing this from the home.
Yeah, from the crib.
Your quality is looking amazing. So thank you for having that A1 Wi-Fi. Thank you so much. Until then, I want y'all to stay tuned. We are not going to be airing next week, but after that, we will have a 2-hour show for everyone that's tuned in. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Until then, you have been tuning into the OG Radio Show, the radio station for our generation. It's your girl, Mishon and and until next time, okay? Thank you.
Peace.
Then laid you down and bent you over. You coming harder than a boulder. I hit you. Come over. Then lift you right up on my shoulders. Then laid you down and bent you over. You coming harder than a boulder. Hey. Do you wanna do it, baby? Do you wanna lose it? Do you wanna screw me, baby? Do you wanna ooh it? Girl, I got that ooh baby. Girl, I'm gonna do it. Girl, we gonna do it. I hit you up like, girl, come over. Then lift you right up on my shoulders. Then laid you down and bent you over. You coming harder than a boulder. I hit you up like, girl, come over. Then lift you right up on my shoulders. Then laid you down and bent you over.